My name is Crystal Stanich, and I am the Teen and Adult Services Librarian, and thank you for joining me for this week's Tech Tuesday. Today, I'm going to be walking you around the library's website so that you can be a little bit more familiar with what we have going on. So I went to the library's home site at nchcpl.org, and that brought me to this webpage. You have a couple of different options up here in the top right. So my account, if you click on that, that will lead you to information about your holds, if you have any kind of library fines, and also when your items are due. So you can get that information there, some contact information, Indiana Gateway, e-newsletter sign up. That's going to allow you to receive emails from the library giving you all the newest updates on what's happening at the library. And then our About tab, if you click on that, you'll get some information about the history of the library, how to get a library card, some of our library staff, library board members, friends of the library, some different library policies. If the library were to have any jobs, those listings would be here. How do I, some volunteer information, and location and hours. And then if you come up here to the Browse tab, you can look through our ebook catalog, our Evergreen Catalog. So the library is part of the Evergreen Consortium, which means we're connected to 100 plus other libraries who all share items. That way you have access to a ton of stuff that is not within our actual building. All of those items get shipped to our library free of charge to you, and then once you're done with them, we ship them right back to those libraries where they came from. Some of these are some databases, so Novelist, Humble Book Library, and Hoopla, which we can actually also find here under Resources. This is going to take you to the library's online resource page. Our newest database is Reference USA. This is going to be great for information for businesses and small business owners, marketing professionals, and job seekers. So that's a great resource there. Some adult learning databases. So if you're trying to get your high school degree, our task test is right here. Pro Literacy, the Khan Academy, GCF, learnfree.org. And then here's some information on different careers if you are interested. So careers in chemistry, physics, building construction, etc. And then our collection area is going to be the databases that I recommend the most to our patrons. I use them the most, and I just really enjoy them. Overdrive is going to be the library's ebook collection and audiobooks. You can get this through the library's website here, or if you have a mobile device, you can download the Libby app, Libby, and you can access ebooks and audiobooks through that app using your library card. Temple Book Library is super fun for these small ones. I've used this quite a few times with my son. They're animated talking picture books that you can read. Some of them even sing. So would be a great resource to use on those nights where your throat is a little sore and you don't want to read the chapter book for, the hour before bedtime. Hoopla is probably hands down my favorite database. I use this a ton. It's going to access some ebooks and audiobooks, just like Overdrive. However, you also have access to music CDs, movies, television shows, and some comic books. Hoopla is fantastic because it's a multi-user platform, which means that 50 people can have the same Ed Sheeran CD at the same time. You get 5 downloads a month for Hoopla. So I highly recommend Hoopla. If you have any questions on how to download Hoopla or use Hoopla, please reach out to the library. We would all love to help you use this excellent resource. Novelist Plus is also pretty nifty. I use this a lot whenever someone comes to me looking for a new title to read. If you plug in a title of a book that you really have enjoyed, it'll look at other titles that are similar, other authors that are similar, or other series that are similar. So that's pretty cool there. It can also tell you lists of the books in a series. So if you were to grab a title and you weren't sure where that was in a series, this would list that out pretty easily for you. Circs is a database that I don't use a ton, but if you're looking for a title and we do not have it in the Evergreen system, this is where you would go. This is going to look at all of those libraries in Indiana that are not in the Evergreen system. So you can still access those titles. You would just have to go through this process. And again, that's Circs, the statewide remote circulation service. Wowberry is going to allow you to sign up to get a weekly newsletter telling you all of the newest items that the library has gotten in on books, DVDs, CDs, etc. Inspire is a database that I use a ton when I do school visits. It's really excellent for writing research papers, and it has tons of other things in it as well, but mostly I like to let kids know about it for the research properties. You also have Rosetta Stone in there, consumer reports. There's just really a lot of stuff in Inspire. I could go on, could probably use an entire tech time. I may one week do a tech time on Inspire if anyone is interested. You can definitely access this without your library card. This is a database that is paid for by the Indiana State Library. So if you were to go straight to their website, which let me click on it, that's inspire.in.gov, you can use all of this information at home. And you do not need a library card, but obviously I recommend that you have a library card. And then Canopy is the library equivalent of Netflix. That is a movie streaming database that the library has recently received. And you get 10 downloads a month through Canopy. That's pretty cool. If you're interested in genealogy, we have some databases here. So Ancestry Library, FamilySearch.org, Heritage Quest, and American Ancestors. We also have 2 librarians who are fantastic with genealogy, Janet Twig and Kathy Ward. So if you needed any kind of help, I know that both of those ladies would be more than willing to help you do some family research. And then some history, Indiana Gateway, which is for government units. So it just has a lot of required data on the state of Indiana, and it's a public access tool for citizens. So that is it for the databases. Events is where you're going to find the library's online calendar. If you click there, that's going to list all of the library's upcoming programs. And if you click on a title, that will give you more information. And if it required registration, that is where you would register for the program. So, and you can look through the different months there. And then coming back up to events, you can also reserve a room The library has a few rooms that are reservable. Those are meeting rooms A and B, computer training lab, and the auditorium. Obviously, those are not reservable at the moment since our building is still closed to the public. Then news. This is going to take you to the library's blogs. Tons of different staff members put time and effort into getting out new information. So we have curbside pickup coming up soon. Here's a blog showing the Niche Academy. We also have a ton of book reviews, movie reviews, upcoming program information, just all kinds of stuff. Here in the blogs, you can kind of limit that for fiction, nonfiction, teen, kids. So yeah, here are the library's blogs. And again, that was under news. Then if you click on services, you can look through those different services like the C Library, Adult Learning Center, the Bookmobile, all of those. If you were to click on this little magnifying icon, you can actually do a quick search through the library's catalog. So if you wanted to quickly see if the library had a specific title, you'd plug that in here and hit the search. Or you can switch over to the website here and look for a specific blog or something along those lines. And then very quickly before I let you go, I don't know if you noticed, but we have this little orange rectangle over here on the right side of your screen, and it says tutorials. That is actually the Niche Academy, and you can go through and look at all these different tutorials on various subjects, anywhere from computer basics, Facebook, to Hoopla. It highlights some different library databases like Canopy, or you can look into some Microsoft Office products. So if there's anything that you would like to learn more about, this is a really great place to go on the library's website. I'll just close out of that. And then if you go to the very bottom of the library's page, you'll see that we have some Facebook information here. Our hours are listed here, and then some of the library's contact information can be found here. Okay, well, that is the library's website in a nutshell. Again, my name is Crystal Stanich, and thank you for joining me for this week's Tech Tuesday.